Hello, great people, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. You're welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location. All right. Finland government don't know that the continued detention of Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister of Biafra, has a negative impact on their government, on their country, both economy, both everything you can ever think of. They don't know. I don't think they're aware of this. But they will be seeing it like, oh, it's a normal thing. Sometimes it does happen. No, it's not. Now, there was a news article from Finland newspaper that's just released the current situation and what leads to those situations that Finland are facing at this moment in time. So that's why I want to explain to you now. For some people that will say, oh, it has got nothing to do with Simon Ekpa. Like I said to you, it has got something to do with Simon Ekpa. Now, this article that I saw says that is Finland trading justice for economic survival? The Simon Ekpa controversial aimed economic struggle. Finland faces backlash for betraying its founding principles by siding with Nigeria over its own citizen. Now they go on to say, they said Finland's economy is in crisis, with GDP contracting by 0.4% in Q4 2023, and annual decline of 1.3%. The housing market has hit the rock bottom. Unemployment is rising, and the economy forecast predict a 1% contraction for 2024. With a recession underway, Finland's leaders appear desperate for economic stability. Now, in a shocking turn of event, Finland has aligned with Nigeria, a country with a history of human rights abuses, to detain Simon Ekpa, a Finnish citizen of African descent and a prominent activist for Biafran independence. This decision raises questions about whether Finland is sacrificing justice and democracy for the sake of appeasing a corrupt regime to a secure economic interest. Finland once stood as a beacon of hope for oppressed nation, contributing aid to Biafra during the Civil War, when over 3 million died, mostly women and children. Today, as we're speaking, that legacy seems forgotten. Is Finland abandoning its founding principles in the face of economic challenges? Now, analyzing all these things, critics argue that arresting Simon Ekpa under the disguise of protecting bilateral whatever relationship with Nigeria is a betrayal of Finland's democratic values. Why is a nation that once supported humanitarian efforts, supported humanitarian needs, efforts in Biafra, now bowing to a regime accused of suppressing minorities and paying terrorism, supporting terrorism? So that's the questions. That's the thing that I was talking about. That Finland don't know that the continued detention of Simon Ekpa and also working with the Nigerian terrorist state, well-known terrorist state, well-known country with a history of human rights abuses, to detain a freedom fighter, someone that is fighting for the liberation of his own people from the hands of the oppressor. it has a negative effect, and it's costing them a lot. It's costing them a lot. So for some people saying that it's not, it is costing them a lot. People don't know that there are so many countries today that don't want to associate themselves with anything to do with the current regime of Nigeria. They don't want to align themselves with Nigerian government. Number one, some of them don't regard this government because everybody knows that Tinubu don't supposed to be the president of Nigeria. The election was not fair. That one apart, and the other evidences that have been coming out, the rejection of visa to a whole chief of staff, a country chief of staff, by Canadian embassy in Nigeria. I mean, all those things. Countries see that. But Finland refused to, see all those things. Rather, listening to the lies that Nigeria have been feeding them concerning Simon Ekpa, who is fighting for the freedom of his people. So the continued detention of Simon Ekpa and the way they are handling the case of Simon Ekpa has got a lot of negative, effect on them, and which that is now happening. That's why I said, like I said before, there are so many things that is happening in Finland that has never happened before in Finland. It has never happened before in Finland. But right now it's happening. A lot of things now is going on in Finland. And if Finland don't understand this or don't see this, as a result of the detention of Simon Ekpa that is causing them problem, that means they have a lot of problem as well to solve, because it's obvious and it's clear. Like I said, this article that I just read now, this news that I just read now is a news from Finland. So they are seeing this thing now as something that is really affecting them because of the support or because of the way they are working with the Nigerian state, a country well known for human rights abuses. So it's like Finland now trying to follow the Nigerian government to undermine human rights and to not respect people that are fighting for the freedom of their people and fighting for themselves to liberate themselves from the hands of the oppressors. So, Finland, it's time for you to do the needful. Like we keep saying, we stop here. Leave your comment. Let us know what you think. Thank you. God bless you all. Bye.